This is Made for More Living with Johnny Jennings, powered by eXp Realty. Online at madeformoreliving.com.
Now, that was great having Lori in the studio. She is just, I love what she's doing, not only for kids locally, but kids internationally.
Yeah, she's got a lot of great confidence, and she's equipping women to be prepared, not be scared, but prepared. I know my wife is going to be all about getting some of that stuff.
And she brought up a good point. How she got into the industry was her kid was going off to college. She gave her a stun gun. The kid wasn't going to use it, and then she heard about a friend having a party, like a training essentially, and she's like, "Hey, let's go to that instead," because she knew that neutral third party, her daughter would be more open to hearing that. So, sometimes you just need to hear information from a different source.
That's true. Yeah, it's true.
Whether you're talking about real estate or self-defense. And so, what I wanted to go over briefly, because again, if you're listening to this, I'm not like working directly. I may not be working directly with you. I may not be speaking to your direct situation. I'm not profiting from about what I'm about to say, because oftentimes people could misconstrue when a real estate agent's giving them advice, thinking, hey, they just want to do that price so they can get a quick sale.
You have some agenda. There's
an agenda there, right? They're like, I'm going to profit off of your situation. And so I want to give people unfiltered, unbiased advice. So that way, if you're thinking about selling your home and maybe how to invest in that home, you're making decisions that are going to really benefit you. Okay?
I like that. I appreciate that.
Because what I oftentimes hear is, hey, Johnny, I heard this week. Johnny, I put $60,000 into this home. I'm not going to get my money back. So I need to net this much money. I've heard that, so many times. And the problem is, I get it. That hurts that you opened up your wallet, handed somebody a bunch of money, $60,000 over however long it was, and you're not going to recoup that investment. But that is, just because you spent that money doesn't automatically increase your home's value by the amount you spent. It's not a dollar for dollar ratio. And in fact, many things are not a dollar for dollar return on your investment. So the best example, Valerie, this is actually Valerie's idea. Let's say the power steering goes out in your car. You pay to fix the power steering. It costs you $1,200, whatever it is. And then you go to sell the car. Did the value of the car go up by $1,200?
No.
No, because everybody buying a car is going to expect to have a functioning car. If you replace your roof or you fix a leak and it cost you $20,000, did the value of your home go up $20,000?
No. So what you're saying is that there's an expected value of your property, and because of the repairs that are needed, it's not meeting that expected value. So oftentimes you have to do those repairs just to meet that level of expectation for the home. Like, obviously the value of your home is based on a roof without any holes or leaks.
Correct.
Right?
Exactly.
It's based on having, power that works and
functioning AC.
Plumbing. Right. So if you have to do those repairs, you're not increasing the value of the home. You're just meeting it to that level of what's expected by buyers. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. And I know that's hard to hear, especially if you spent the money.
Right.
The most painful one, though, my heart breaks for people when I hear this, is when they say, hey, I bought solar for $40,000. I own it. Right. So now my home's value has gone up by $40,000, maybe even $60,000 because they don't have a utility bill.
Yeah.
That's not how the math works.
Right.
You just prepaid the utility bill. It's not a dollar for dollar return on that. Like, that's a long-term investment that's designed to lower your utility bill. So over time, you make more money, or you save more money because you're not paying the utility company.
So that's probably a conversation that you should have with your realtor, obviously, before you start investing in these repairs.
Yep.
But also have that conversation, and realtors should be having that conversation of, hey, there's a certain expectation that your home is going to be in this type of condition based on that value. This value is based on your home being in this type of condition. Yeah. So just because you got the roof repaired or replaced, that was already, buyers are expecting that.
Yep.
That's a given. So you are just making the home in the condition that it needed to be to to equal the
command that
value.
price.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so if you are looking at making changes, like one of the things that we can do when we come and we meet with you in person, if you're thinking about putting your home on the market, is we'll give you a list of things that are going to 3x your
love
money.
that.
So if you spend $1, you can expect to get 3x.
So can you explain some of those?
Yeah. So and some of these things, they're the simplest things to do. Like, I'm not talking about renovating a kitchen. Like, kitchen renovations, yes, if you have a kitchen that looks like a time capsule from 1973, yes, if you remodel the kitchen, it'll improve the value of the home. You're going to be money ahead, but most houses only have one kitchen. And so you're going to be without a kitchen. You're going to be eating out. It's a huge inconvenience. So these are easy things. Here are some easy things that you can do. One thing, clean the house, right? Like, imagine you're selling a car and it has all the kids' crumbs and it smells like milk and it has dirt all over it. Would you just, put it on Craigslist, take pictures of it as is, or would you clean the car, pay a couple $100 to get it detailed and then sell it?
Yeah.
Right.
And that includes decluttering, right?
Yeah, decluttering. A lot of people are like, hey, you know what? I know I have a lot of stuff in here, but I'll pack it up when we're moving and when the house is sold. It's like, hey, you are moving. That's the plan, right? So let's start packing now. Let's get rid of the non-essentials now. You don't need all the family photos.
Right.
You're going to take those with you, right? Yes, absolutely. Okay, well then let's start packing those.
You don't need
all
the summer clothes yet.
The summer clothes, the knickknacks.
Right.
Your kid doesn't need all of their toys. Let's keep their favorites and start packing the rest, because you're going to have to pack them eventually.
Yeah.
So
and that's simple. Cleaning and decluttering, organizing.
Yep, deep cleaning. And then the other thing you can do, an easy fix, would be to put either a fresh coat of paint or just touch up the front door.
Okay.
Right? So, because that's the thing about probably one of the first things that person is going to encounter is that front door. So doing that, you can also do painting or even touch up painting inside the house, because you get a 2-for-1 on that, in the sense that not only does it look fresher and brighter, but it also has that paint smell. So
people like that, huh?
Yeah. Same thing with carpet. If you're replacing the flooring, it's relatively inexpensive. Like, if your carpet has stains or you have pets, oftentimes if you just throw new carpet in there, the house feels newer. And because carpet smells like it has a pleasant new aroma to it.
So these are things that are relatively affordable and are going to make an impact.
Yep.
On at least first impressions from the buyers.
Yep. And then another thing you can do, and this will be the last of the ideas, because it's more specific to your situation too when we show up.
Yeah.
But getting a home inspection done. Like, a home inspection might cost you.
Because that's not improving the house, though.
It's not, but at least it's giving you an idea of where to focus your energy. Okay, because if there are things that are broken or systems that are not working that you're not aware of, that a buyer will become aware of when they do their home inspection, and they're going to expect those to be fixed or repaired, then all of a sudden you can do that. Oftentimes, like, people doing a home inspection, it saves them, like, let's say worst case scenario, then home inspection, home pest, roof, sewer lateral, all this stuff costs you $1,000. We actually have financing options with Made for More that can help you with that if you don't have the cash to do it up front. But what we can do is by getting those inspections up front, you now know exactly what a buyer is going to say when they are looking at your property, when they have the inspections done. So it can save you anywhere between $3,000 and $20,000 just by having those inspections up front and negotiating all that up front with the buyer. So that way you're not in escrow. You don't feel pressured to accept their counteroffers.
So if it's a critical issue, you address it, see if you can afford to fix it. If not, at least you're aware of it and you can present that to the buyer so it's not a surprise. Because if it's a surprise, it's at your disadvantage.
Yep.
They've caught you off guard. Now they've got leverage. And whereas if you already knew about that, you can openly address that and discuss that.
Here's another great one. So,
like, how much is it going to cost you to fix it? Then you...
Yeah, and you can oftentimes save more by fixing it outside of escrow rather than fixing it in escrow, because you're not in a time crunch. Contractors aren't having to pull their workers off of other jobs to get it done quick. Like, they can build it into their workflow. Recently, we're working with this person right now. They knew they had issues with the roof. They said, hey, do you have any good roof contractors? Yes, we sent them out there, and it was going to cost, I don't know, I think it was $22,000 to repair the roof. And like, man, we just don't have that. They're like Dave Ramsey types where they want to cash flow everything. Beans and rice and beans. We're paying cash for everything. Like, are there any other options? I said, there is. and I referred them to a company. And what this company does is for $2,000, they were able to spray this material on the roof, and it gives them a roof cert for 5 years. So this material is good. It extends the life of the roof
Wow, that's
by
interesting.
5 years.
There you go.
Most lenders only need a roof cert that's good for 2 years. So it's more than double what they needed, but it costs them 1/10 of what it would cost for the roof. So right there, just by having us out and engaging with us before they put their home on the market, before they were ready to go, we were able to help save them, $20,000.
Yeah, crazy.
So if you're curious and you want to learn more about how you can save money when getting your house ready, just reach out to madeformorerealty.com. You just Google us, madeformorerealty.com.
One more reminder, if you're eager to sell your home this year, but you want a simple, easy process, you don't want to do staging or open houses or all those costly needed repairs, just reach out to Johnny Jennings and his team at Made for More Realty. They guarantee at least 3 cash offers on your home in as-is condition. You expect more, get more with Johnny Jennings and his team at Made for More Realty. Just Google Johnny Jennings and Made for More Realty today and get more for your home.